In this second episode I will create a set of shims, for example to clamp objects while keeping a small offset. As I like to make them exactly as I wish, I will design them with the online CAD tool called xDesign included in the offer SOLIDWORKS for makers. For example, you would like to screw a wooden part under a large board with a gap to let a metal part slide between them. You need something small to keep the gap constant that will not be in the way during screwing operation. Of course, there are many other use cases, like defining cut depth for a saw or setting a stopper exactly. I'm sure you will find the one that fits your needs. As I did in the first episode, I connect with my login and password, and this time my design app called xDesign is already on my dashboard, the page I see when I connect. Please watch previous episode if you'd like to know how to do that very easily. I create a new component, it can be an assembly or a single part, it doesn't matter, in a location I call 3D printing. It's like a drawer under your workbench, but it's on the cloud and it's called collaborative space. It's useful to sort your parts depending on your project. I start with a sketch on a plane and a rectangle. I can enter dimensions on the fly, no need to change tools, it's already there. Then I round corners directly on the model and improve it, changing the dimension. How often do you change your mind after a first try? Happens all the time for me. Then I add material with extrude feature and my first shim will be 1 mm thick. If you need inches, you can watch previous episode for unit setup. I would like my different shims thicknesses to be easily recognizable. So I decide to write the thickness value directly on them. I choose size and alignment options for the one, here centered on the origin horizontally and vertically, and that's all. The sketch is now used to cut through all the shim, so I can see the value from any point of view. As I'd like to make several ones in one print, I copy the result in two directions to get 4 times 1 mm shims. To create 2 mm shims, I just take advantage of the first sketch and copy it. Now I just have to use that copy to make second extrusion with the right 2 mm thickness. Everything can be reused and that saves a lot of time. I need to center the two, so I create a line. It can be attached to middle points, so if shim's dimension is increased or decreased, the two will stay in the middle. I want to make the repetition on both bodies, so the second body needs to exist before the pattern feature. For that, I just drag and drop the pattern in the feature list, I edit the feature and add the second body to the pattern, and it's done. Now for the 3 mm shim, I do the same sketch copy than before. But this time I add the value inside the same sketch, so I can do the full part in one extruded feature. I could have done it for the others and extrude only the contour I want without the number. It's up to you. I just wanted to show both solutions. This time first pattern cannot be used, so I create a new one. Parts are finished, I select the bottom face to export as an STL to my favorite slicer for 3D printing. Now I can use my shims to set accurately small distances between my parts. If you want to use the same design tools, connect today on solidworks.com/makers and create your own 3D printing projects without depending on the others. Enjoy and stay tuned for the next project.